After 2 years, it's time to get rid of it. All right, the moment of truth, we have I'm pretty sure this is not the first review of the Active 2.0 pressure washer that you watch, but the question remains, is it still the best machine for your money in 2025? I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about this machine, the specs, the real pressure PSI at the end of your gun, the real GPM, the real gallon per minute that you're getting from this machine with the stock nozzle that is provided. So I hope you're ready. Let's jump right into it. So a little backstory about this machine. I bought it in 2022 when it got released. I pre-ordered it. Back then you could pre-order, you could just buy the machine by itself with no accessories. You were getting a little bit of a discount there, but not much. And now today, after looking at the website, you can only buy it as a kit. It's $350 USD or 500 Canadian dollars. You get the machine itself, you get the nozzles, you get the gun, the hose, 22 14mm attachment here for your hose, your quick connect disconnect. And Active advertise it at 2 GPM or 2 gallon per minute and around 1000 PSI. 2 gallon per minute, which is going to give you that fast rinsing, that great foam in the foam cannon, that super efficient car wash. But I have my doubt about the specs, so in this video, we're gonna find out the real number about this machine, so you don't want to miss this out. Obviously, within the last 2 years, I've used the machine quite a bit. As you can see, there's a bit of a scratch here, but overall, this is a really high quality plastic. It's pretty solid. Mine stayed pretty much fixed the whole time, but when it comes to keeping it looking good, it's not a problem. No issue around the wire connection here. The nozzles are still working. So if I'm not mistaken, this is 3.7 orifice nozzle that comes with the machine. So the two main nozzles that I use is the 25 degrees and the 40 degrees. I would not recommend to go below 25 when it comes to car washing. And then as you can see, the filter that comes with it, this is your garden hose attachment, is looking pretty good. The rubber seals, everything hold up pretty good. So overall, in my experience, I had zero problem with this machine, no leaks, no problem with the seals, no problem with the connection. Everything about this machine worked as expected. The only thing that I'd like to point out is when you're connecting your water hose, you might want to use a tool like this just to make sure it's tight there. If you have a leak, maybe give it a couple turns around the garden hose attachment. And to be clear, with this machine, I've never used the stock accessories. Like I said, I don't have them. I always use my NTM premium kit, which is the 50-foot hose and the SGS 28 gun with the foam cannon and the lance. So why do people love it so much? Well, first, it has some badass number when it comes to the performance, the GPM, the PSI. The part source to make this machine are actually much more high quality. Active promises over twice the durability of your typical store-bought machine. And Active has a 5-piston patented pump there, which makes the numbers to be that good. It's pretty rare to see a store-bought machine or an equivalent store-bought machine at 2 gallons per minute. Now, this machine was made for the detailing enthusiasts. They actually took great feedback from the community to make this machine. So this is another reason why it got so popular. And even for myself, when I was shopping for a pressure washer, I could not find anything pretty much around 2 GPM. This was really a rare situation. The only thing that would come close is an induction motor type pressure washer, which can cost you around 800 bucks at least. Another strong point for the Active 2.0, obviously, it's the design. In my opinion, Active does a super great job at designing their machine. So with the pump protruding through the plastic casing, it's a pretty good idea. It looks pretty good in my opinion. And now the weight itself is another strong point. And then the portability of this machine is pretty amazing. You get a handle here and it weighs only 13 pounds. The fact that it is a universal motor, it don't really sound good, but that makes for a really light machine. As you can see here, You can just throw that in your trunk and go to your customer, go to your friend's house, and it's very convenient to move around, that's for sure. If you were to reach for an induction motor type of pressure washer, that would be at least 60 pounds. So you can tell right away there's a big gap in terms of weight and portability. So to recap with the Active 2.0, it's a better design, a better pump, better numbers, and it's still budget friendly at 350 USD. By the way, I'll leave the links down below for you guys to look further into this machine. So in terms of durability, it's been great. No leaks, no problem. Nothing has broken. It performed as expected. But I've seen a few stories online where people were getting problems or leaks. I don't know about Active customer service, how they do there. They're close to their community and customers when it comes to Active, so I'm pretty sure they would take care of you. Now I have made no maintenance on this machine. Like I said, I have used the MTM Premium Accessories Kit with it. Why am I getting rid of this machine? Well, I have been shopping for an induction motor type of machine for a while now, and it's time to replace it. The main problem with this machine, in my opinion, is the sound. It sounds like just every other universal motor. I've never enjoyed those type of sound, but let me show you a clip of the sound right now. 1, 2, 3, go. So as you can see, it's pretty loud. I have it in the corner, so that doesn't help it. But this type of sound, I can't deal with it anymore, but it's just my opinion. Maybe I'm snob when it comes to tools and machine, but it's time to upgrade to an induction motor, which has a much better sound, much quieter, and much more pleasant to hear. So what I used to do with this machine is close the garage door over the pressure washer hose and wash the car outside, so I would not hear it as much, but it's still a sound that I can't wait to get rid of. Now, when it comes to foam quality, I never had any issue with this machine. Always gave me great foam using either of those two foam cannons. Absolutely no problem. If you're using the right dilution of soap, you're gonna get a good quality foam, I guarantee it. If you're unaware, a good rule of thumb is to use a dilution of 1 to 10 of soap and water in your foam cannon. So that would be 900 ml of water and 100 ml of pure soap in there. And that would come out as great foam as long as you turn the knob here to the top. And keep in mind, the shaving cream type of foam is not really trendy anymore. What you want is a good balance between wet foam and thick foam, just right in the middle. Now, more than 2 years later, is this machine providing the same numbers, the same GPM and PSI? This is actually one of the first time that I'm gonna test the numbers from this machine. So the way I have it set up is under a table. It's plugged in up top, and then I attach the extension cord under the table there, and I have a split water spigot, and the blue hose goes behind and directly plugged in my Active 2.0. Is it the most beautiful setup? No, but it's pretty useful for me. The only con to this setup is that the machine is in a corner, and obviously that's gonna make the machine sound a little bit louder than it should be. So I'm gonna remove my mic here. Leave it there. Let's spray the water at the back so you can hear the machine by itself. So let's measure our gallon per minute. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, the moment of truth. We have 6,950 ml of water for 1 minute, and that's using the stock nozzle provided by Active. So if you put that mLs in gallons, you end up with 1.84. So 1.84 gallons per minute is more than enough, but it's not quite there if we're talking about 2.0 gallon. and I'm using the stock nozzle. Everything else should be all right. So we're getting around 825 PSI, which is quite under the targeted number. So the final numbers for this machine, 825 PSI with 1.84 gallons per minute using the stock nozzle provided by Active. These numbers are a little underwhelming compared to what they advertise. This machine has slightly more than 2 years, so I don't know if this is a factor. Maybe some of you guys are active. If you're watching this, maybe you can let me know. But they're still very good numbers, right? But yeah, I guess this is something that you have to be aware of because I've measured other machines and yeah, some do better numbers and some do less. So keep that in mind. So I'm a little bit sad that this machine did not provide the advertised number. Is it because it is 2.5 years later? I don't know. When I first got this machine, I have not tested the GPM, neither the PSI. So this is the number that I've got now. Take it for what it's worth. You can keep those numbers in mind and compare it with the videos from people such as Cars with Keith or I'm Josh V. They have also tested this machine thoroughly. Now, who is this machine for? Well, this is for obviously the detailing enthusiasts, the body shops, anyone who wants to have a great washing experience but are not totally ready to get to the 800 or $1,000 plus type of induction pressure washer machine. It is also for anyone who has a Karcher or a Ryobi or any type of store-bought machine, are getting tired of using those, using the cheap accessories with it. They're now ready to upgrade. Well, for me, this is the next move. This is gonna provide much better numbers, great design, lightweight, lasts a very long time. Like I said, they advertise it for 200 hours. So in my opinion, if you just clean your own car, that machine can last you up to 8 years. So in 2025, is it still relevant? Well, in my mind, in 2025, this is still the best machine for the money at $350. You can beat it. You can beat their numbers. I'm not aware of any other machine that comes close to these numbers at this price point. So yes, I still recommend this machine more than 2 years later. One tip that I want to recommend to you guys is to make sure to not lose the nozzle, to make sure to use the right nozzle provided by Active. Because when it comes to the universal motor, changing or using the wrong nozzle will change the whole numbers, the whole performance of that machine. And another good tip that I want to focus on, guys, is to actually buy a really premium accessory kit such as what Active is offering, and as well as the MTM premium kit that I shown earlier that I've been using for years. Those are gonna cost you a good amount of money, but they're really worth it. If you're using the gun and the hose that comes with it, you're gonna fight it a little bit simply because the quality is not there. In my opinion, they just do it because of regulation. But other than that, they wanna keep the price as low as possible. That's why they don't provide the best gun and hose. Now stay tuned for more pressure washer reviews coming soon. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out the links below. And now if you wanna know the best soap to use in your foam cannon using the Active 2.0, check out this video right here.